Hello.
There it is.
Welcome. The moment that I've been waiting for and also very ready for. We're going to call the testing lab. But first,
the preamble, which is very important to remember in moments like this. So, we the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, folks. This is what it looks like.
yes, we the people. Thanks. Thank you, Faith. Yeah. God is bringing it real. So, today I shared a little bit on the description here, but I'm going to be calling the testing lab. And I want to first say that I don't wish to be someone to live from fear or spread some sort of idea that there's something dark and nefarious happening behind the scenes before I really know what's going on. But I do feel, given my background in the industry of data privacy and in the industry of telecommunications as it relates to secure transaction of health data, banking data, other things like that, I'm not seeing clear enough information on the websites of most of the corporations that administer our testing that specify exactly what data is gathered, are their genetics data sequenced for people, and then secondly, how that data is able to be used under these clauses that are in here, that literally every company I see that they give notice that they can use disclosure of personal health data. I can just flip this. We may disclose your personal health information to companies who provide services to us. These business associates are contractually required to protect the privacy and security of your personal health information and notify us of any improper disclosure. So I've pasted some links below that you can look at to just educate yourself more in the space. Some from the, I think, World Economic Forum. There's some from Forbes. Just check them out. But if you've been following things like Ancestry.com, 23andMe, other things like that, I happen to learn about a lot of other places where this type of data is bought and sold. So my duty to myself and to you today is to just do the due diligence. It's never something, I don't mean to discourage testing. I think it's good. I think you can make your family safe. If you can make people feel, if you can get on a plane, I need to get on a plane, so I have to do this. Then do what you need to do. But I think that it's important that it's all happening ethically. So, without further ado, if you would unlock this phone so we can call. I'm just going to, so I've been given the contact information here for the analytics lab for Curative, which is one of a few companies. There's Solve Health. You can look into them. There's UW Health and Medicine. Look into them. And Kaiser Permanente, who's great, but I don't have Kaiser Insurance. They do their analytics in-house, so they don't actually send it off to a company like, most of them are sending them to LabCorp, which is a massive corporation with big data practices in place. Same with Seox Health. So you just knowing what I know about this industry, it is important to really know and read the contracts you sign. And it's like when you use Facebook for free, but it's using your data. Like, there's similar practices that exist sometimes in the health world. Mm-hmm. So let's do this. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Okay.
Thank you for calling Curative Customer Care. Please note, your call may be recorded for quality and training purposes.
And your call will be recorded as well.
You can check on the status of your results at test.curativeinc.com/appointment. Test results typically take 24 hours upon receipt of the sample to our lab to be ready. Please note, due to holiday shipping delays, your results may not be available.
So we can get through to the lab here. The lady at the testing site said I should be able to talk to them directly.
If you would like to schedule a testing appointment, please visit curative.com. That's curative.com. If you need to cancel your appointment, there is no need to formally cancel.
Sorry to drag you through this. Hopefully this will be worth it if we can get through. If I need to make a second live, I will.
Please make sure you are using the latest version of Chrome as your web browser. If you would like to speak to a customer care agent, for English, please press 1 and your call will be answered by the next.
See, the number I thought was direct to the lab, but Okay.
This call is being recorded. If you do not wish to be recorded, please disconnect at this time.
You can do that too.
Thank you for calling Curative Customer Care.
Okay.
We apologize for the inconvenience, but all of our call center agents are currently on another line. Please leave us a detailed message, and we will be happy to return your call as soon as possible.
Okay. Hi, Curative Health. It's really good to get in touch with you. I am hoping to get a test today, so the sooner you can get back to me, the better, because I do have a flight in about 48 hours. So if you would call me back at 425-736-2781, I'd really appreciate that. Actually, sorry, what? Well, I don't have to say it on here. I'm going to actually, it's probably not good to put people's numbers on on Facebook Live. Burp, 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 please delete that. Okay, well, I'm leaving this as an answering machine message.
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry. Hi, Curative Health. I was just determining the best number to be reached back at. You can call me at the number I first provided, please. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you and just learning more about the test. Thank you. All right, talk to you soon. Okay, well, the message, they're going to reach back to me, it sounds like, hopefully in very short order. Okay, well, let's see, I'm just saying something here from Robert. The whole thing is a total scam. So Robert, I know there's a lot of people really afraid of what's happening. Now, I also have a healthy dose of skepticism when I see massive amounts of people's data being gathered and just kind of being rushed into a situation and herded into spaces where we're giving basically all the physical data, your saliva or whatever needed to create a genomics sequence from you. Now, why is this important? Why should we be really looking at the fact that these are private companies assessing our data? We're really trusting our political leaders right now to have our best interests at heart, which I want to just give them all the benefit of the doubt, and I hope you do too. Because walking around just fearful and thinking everything's a conspiracy doesn't. It's important to be vigilant, but not just assume things before you have the information. So I don't want to make any assumptions right now. I have my queries to make, and I just want to get to the bottom of it for myself, for my family, for my community, and not just going around spreading a fearful paradigm until I know better. So just shouting at the top of our lungs on the internet that distrust everything is going to bring our whole civilization down. I don't believe that is the way to go. I think the truth is usually somewhere in between, and there's a balance that you need to walk to really discover it and not make assumptions. So that is my intention. I hope you can feel that and know that that's just where I'm coming from. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the hearts. I feel you. And really grateful to, just do due diligence. Thank you, Robert. That's the whole thing. Just do due diligence. This is something we just need to practice in life. And I know that by even using Facebook, all my data is gathered now. We didn't know this when we signed up for Facebook, right? We walked right into that one. And then later we have all these hearings, so we have to get privacy from them. We have to do things right. And hold accountability where, unfortunately, businesses have a fiduciary incentive to do sometimes things that are unethical. That's just the world right now. So, the science behind the science, the institutionalization behind it, I understand. Robert, I'm seeing these messages come in. There's a lot of people really afraid right now, and with a lot of good reason to be. I'm not discounting your fear, because there's a reason I'm doing this and I'm publishing this, because I feel like it's important as a real citizen of this world and of this country, the United States, as we the people, to hold accountability, and in times when there's censorship happening everywhere, in times when there's real there's real reason to look deeply into how corporations are actually doing the right thing, how our government is doing the right thing, and not just making a rushed decision to give free rein for a bunch of corporate medicine companies to test the American public, when I know full well your DNA sequence is worth minimum $100 to insurance companies that can, if they know what it is, find out if you're a future cancer risk. You might not even know that, but guess what? An insurance company that's going to give you a life insurance policy would sure love to know that before they issue a policy. That's just the beginning of it. There's a lot of other reasons that your data is worth a lot in the future. It's kind of like when Facebook started. It's like, why would anyone care for all of our data, right? But now we see that it's possible to socially manipulate us and do a number of other things. Phones are listening in the background. There's a lot more to it. So without getting into all the details, I just want to inform you all that I am going to do my due diligence. And I was going to do this alone on my own and just find out, but I feel like it's important to share this because I believe in transparency. So if any of you out there work at a lab, if you work for LabCorp, if you work for Seox Health, if you work for Curative, if you work for Solve Health, UW Medicine, whatever, or if you work in the big data field like I have and you understand the importance of really protecting our genetic sovereignty and the data behind that, speak up about this. And don't spread fear before you know the answer. But if you have a piece of the puzzle, let's put it together. We got to do it as a society because our leaders may not do it for us because they're the business people of that industry. And just know it's a $16.7 billion industry, genomics data exchange. So they're not about to go and necessarily warn of these future risks of sharing all this on the data between one organization and the next. As you can see here in the contracts, that they may disclose it to companies who provide services to us. Go look at Solve Health's HIPAA compliance. It's even more sketchy. It's like they have a whole list of reasons that they can sell the data and transact the data. So anyhow, okay, I think I'll end this here until I hear back, and I will share what I learn just from a fully transparent place. And my hope is that they are acting ethically with this. Like those of you in the tech industry, this is the time to do the right thing. This is the time to hold accountability, to hold accountability to the companies we work for because it's impacting the world. It's more than we have to go beyond financial duty. We have to step into real ethical duty in this time because we are living at an unprecedented era that really is calling for high integrity in every field, including technology, including modern medicine, all the fields. Now, I know some people already commenting or saying this test is fake, all these things. Okay, I don't even want to debate that, but people are getting tested because whether you believe they're fake or not, you need them in order to get on a plane and go somewhere. You will start to need them for these things. Now, I don't like that. That feels like a violation of my rights, but it's what the facts are right now. So at least let's hold accountability to our leaders and maybe help them do the research they're not doing, because we know that lobbyists and corporate influences are really impacting them right now. And they're just hearing, who has their ear. So we, the people, will need to raise the issue if it's an issue high enough. Yes, much love and respect to you, Sophia. Thank you for the positive energy. It's our turn to really step up as a people and not just complain. Look, you can say Fauci, these things are frauds, whatever. Complaining is not moving the plot. I just want to be real straight up with that. I get it, and I see the comments everywhere where we're looking in this really desperate fashion, not being solutionary. So I'm calling for all of us to step into solutionary energy and don't expect, okay, well, you know what, Robert, I see your comments and maybe others echo Robert's sentiment that we're just looking at criminals, don't expect goodness from them. I still have some belief I have a lot of belief in people. And I think right now we're going through we're transmuting at a spiritual level while this physical dimension plays out and looks awfully raw and physical. I think people are starting to wake up to their hearts. I think ethics are right there. And whether or not sometimes people are just uninformed about the unethical impacts of what they're doing. So because it's so compartmentalized and siloed, everyone's working in specializations, but we live in an interconnected era. It's hyper-connected. And so it's a giant spider web of you pull one string and it affects all the others. I want to really give credit to Faith for that analogy today. Yeah. Brilliant people around here. All right. Love you all. Respect you all. Let's bless this up. Have a beautiful day. I'll report back with more information.
It's a great day for a miracle.
It's a great day for a miracle. 100%. All right. Love you.